Hello, hello. How are you guys today? I hope you're feeling amazing this Monday. That's the first time we have live here, and I hope you guys feel that this is interesting. I need to tell you that I was imagining to make this lives before on Facebook, but I imagine that here we can create a better connection. So that's the first time that I'm doing it here. Let's see how people will react to this. So, and what is this live about? We are talking about essence and about the image that an artist have. I started all the lives on Monday and Instagram talking about the starter level of how to be a full-time artist. And after that, I will bring here to YouTube so we can discuss a little bit more in depth this idea. The idea of have a message, actually, it's something that I imagine it's not so promoted among artists. Lots of people believe that they just need to express themselves. They don't really need to communicate something. And that's the first point. What's the difference between one thing and another? When you are communicating, you are interested if you are having any type of feedback from what you're talking. You are interested in how people will react from that. You are interested in what's the feedback and how people are understanding. And you have a position that you are not just talking, but you're also listening. And when you are expressing yourself, you are not listening to anyone. You are just expressing what you feel. So, as an artist, sometimes you feel that you should be expressing what you're feeling. You go and you put everything that you're feeling in your painting or in your music, but actually, you don't imagine how people are reacting to what you're putting there. If you are in this position, I need to tell you that it's really hard for you to be able to create a real impact with your art, because your art will just create a real impact if other people feel that they are impacted by that. And other people will just feel this if you address your art to these people. And what I mean by that, it means really listen to what your audience have to say. When you create something and you explain what you're doing with this, and you show your art and you say what's your inspirations and you say what's your idea with that, you will start to create space for those people to come to you and give what they think about this. You're creating space for these people come to you and give their feedbacks about what you are creating. And if you are creating this environment, what you are not expressing, but you're communicating, you will see that a lot what people will bring to you will change the way that you communicate for other people that will come. Each of us are different. So it's normal that things that you understand in one way, people understand in another way. And if they understand this in another way, they will have different emotions from the emotions that we have. And when you create your artwork and you have a message and you have an emotion inside it, it's not void. You are really explaining or showing people something that is important. If they don't understand what is inside, they will never connect with that. And if they never connect with that, it will be completely impossible for these people to feel part of that. And if they don't feel part of that, they don't connect, they don't feel that you're relevant. And who is not relevant? Well, why should I buy from this person if this person is not relevant? I don't see myself represented on that art. I don't understand what the person means with that art. I don't think that this cause anything in myself any type of emotion, any type of insights, any type of new ideas, or nothing. And this person also, it's not communicating or like listen to me. So why should I care? And lots of artists feel in this position where they don't feel that they are being heard for the audience, that they don't feel that people are seeing that they are different, seeing that they are unique. And I need to tell you that this starts with the artist. You need to know who you are. And that's why it's so important for you to have a message. When you know who you are and how you want to change the world, you can put all the efforts on that message and understand exactly how people will react to this. And when you can create this and you can create this connection with people, you will see how they can change their lives based on this. So I was giving an example on Instagram, and you give the same example here. I grew up listening to Spice Girls, and Spice Girls totally changed my life because they showed me that was possible for me as a girl have power. So girl power started to be something that I really could resonate with. That was the message that Spice Girls had. And when they showed this, they don't show just with the songs, they don't show just with their dresses, they don't show just with their pictures, but with everything. They represent this girl power, that was their message, in every type of poster, every place they go, every type of magazine that they participate in, any type of interview, in everything, in everything. And we could understand what they were talking about. And that's why we could resonate with this. And that's why it changed my life and other people as well. So when you know exactly what you are about and you know exactly what you want to say, then you start to think about visibility. Then you start to think about traffic. Then you start to think about how you're going to structure your business or how you're going to sell more, because now you know what to do. If you don't know what your message is, you don't know what you do yet, or you don't know for whom you're doing this. So you have nothing to say. So if you don't work your message in the beginning in a very, very, very strong and powerful way, so everyone can understand what you're talking, and you can elevate this for any part of your work as an artist, you will create a confused image. People look to you and they don't know exactly what you were talking about. They will look at you and they will feel that you are not saying anything, that you were not changing anything around. So they don't connect with you and they just ignore you. If you start to say several different things, the same thing will happen. People will not understand what you're talking about. People will not understand why you are different, and they will not have one thing that they can connect you with. If you have this message and if you have this one thing that people can connect you with, you will start to see that it will be easier for more and more people to be attracted to the same message. So, in the example that I was giving before about Spice Girls, for example, and the message that they have that was girl power, the more and more girls that start to resonate with this message start to get together, and this create a movement. And this movement makes the artist to grow. So what makes the artist to grow is the idea, is the essence of the artist, not exactly the art pieces. You'll see that any artist that's famous right now, it can be in music, it can be in cinema, it can be in painting or whatever other place that you imagine. This person is more than a person. This person represents an idea. This person represents an emotion. And when you stack, like highlight one emotion that you want to create, and you put these emotions into words and translate this as a message, and you start to communicate this message in your artwork, but also in how you present yourself and what words you use, how you communicate with people, and what type of interviews you give, and so on. you will see that this will create an image of yourself that people will connect with this image. The more people will be connected with this image, the more they want to be part of that. So these people start to talk about you. These people start to interact with you. These people start to bring other people to interact with you and talk to you. These people will buy from you. So if you're a musician, these people start to go to your concerts. If you are a painter, these people will start to buy your paintings. And also will bring other people who has the same mentality, who can resonate with the same message to the same group, and this group will grow after after some time. And this is how we're going to create a base for your business, because you will see that if you create an art career without a single message inside, it's kind of void. It's kind of, there's nothing there for people to be part. There's no story, there's no soul inside. And if there's nothing inside, people cannot connect. And again, when people don't connect, they just ignore. And when they ignore, well, you cannot create this movement. And if you don't create the movement, you don't create impact. And that's the idea of having a message. So I was telling for you guys on how to create a message, but also I want to tell you that a strong message will bring you more visibility and the right visibility that you need. Last week, we were talking about traffic. What's a good traffic? What's a bad traffic? And I explained that lots of people today want to have followers. They want to have likes. They want to have um, all these people, these eyeballs looking to them. But if you have nothing to say, why you would have all these people looking at you? Why these people would be looking at you and not to other people? Why you were different? If you don't have the answers for these questions, it's because you don't have a message yet. And if you don't have a message yet, it's not time for you to thinking about how many people it's following you, how many people it's liking what you're posting, how many people is buying from you. It's time for you to look to the inside and start to understand what I'm doing, why I'm an artist, what I want to say, what type of people can resonate with the message that I have to show, or how I want to create a real impact in the world, not for me but for the others. What's this $1 million idea that I have that I want to show? If you know what is this essence, now you can look for visibility, because now if people look at you, you have something to say. So here in Suira.Art, for example, our mission is to give artists the opportunity to be full-time, so they never need to give up their talents. And that's our message that you repeat over and over again. All types of contents that we create, every time that I open my mouth to say something, every time that I appear in any place, it's always repeating the same thing. That if you are an artist, you can do full-time, you can make a life from your dream or from your talents, and you can make your dreams come true. There is a way to do that by yourself. And every time that I'm giving more content, I'm trying to make this message more and more clear to my audience at to a certain point that they feel that they understand, they feel that these are their truth as well, so they can connect with what I'm saying, and we can talk the same about the same thing. If you are an artist, you need to have this one thing that people will connect with you. And all your content, it means all your art pieces, all your paintings, all your photographies that you take, all your movies, or everything that you create will be repeating the same message over and over again. Till some point, you start to be recognized by this essence, by this idea. You will be the person to go with this. So if you had event and the Women's Day, for example, I could imagine that I would invite Spice Girls to play on this concert, because they carry the message that, well, girl have power. So I know that they will carry my idea with my concert, and they are the people for me to choose. At some point, you will be the person to go with one idea, the thing that you want to represent. Some people want to represent like super deep or consensual type of things, like, oh, I create art to defend women, I create art to defend LGBTQ community, or I create art to defend some, I don't know, social justice or things like this. But some people create art to have fun. Some people create art for sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And there is no problem if you choose one type of message or another type of message. What's important is that you have a message and you have something to say. If you have nothing to say, you will start to bring to you people that will not be interested in what you're doing. They will not be interested in what you were offering, and you will not create an impact over in those people's life. So when we were talking last week about the traffic, for example, and I said that some people attract bad traffic when they have a confused image, I was trying to explain to the artist that if you are a person who is creating art and you have a strong message inside this, but all the pictures that you post with a bikini body beside it just to have more likes, or you posted with something, I don't know, something that disconnected with your message but will call people's attention. You start to bring people who will pay attention in this other thing that you're putting there. It's you in a bikini, or it's this other fancy type of thing that you're putting with your artwork. And these people are not interested on the artwork. These people are not interested on what you're even selling or even creating. They're interested with this other message that you put together with yours. And when this happens, it's like it's like a store. Imagine that you have a store that have 10 people that go to the store. And you need to have a certain level of cleaning, a certain number of people to serve, to receive these people. You need to have a certain number of security and so on. If you have 10 people, it's okay. If from these people, I don't know, three buy from you, okay, you need to provide these things for these people. But imagine that instead of these 10 people, something happened and someone is like, I don't know, murder in front of your store. And tomorrow it's like 1,000 of people appear in the front of your store. And now we need to deal with 1,000. Well, now it's another security. Now it's another type number of people to sell to these people. Now it's everything is different. You need to invest more because you're receiving more people. And if you are investing and receiving these people, and these people is not converting into clients for you, you are putting a lot of money on this traffic that actually it's not a good traffic. So you have 1 million of people following you in Instagram, and how many sales in the end? How many people buying your artwork by the end? How many people interested on your message in the end, or interested on connect with you as an artist? If you have a lot of traffic, but this traffic is not focused on your message as an artist, this is a bad traffic. This traffic will just make you lose money and make you confused. Now that you need to serve not 100 but 1,000 of people or 1 million of people, you need to start to have more hands. You need to start to have more softwares. You need to start to have other competencies that maybe you don't have right now. So the thing that I see most of the artists getting wrong is that you don't need more people looking at you. You need the right people looking at you. So these people will connect with what you have to say. These people will connect with your artwork. And this will create a real difference on their lives and in your life as well. And if you can create this difference on their lives, they will feel that they are part of that. And they want to be feel they are part of that. You don't like when you feel that you're part of a movie, that you look at a movie and you feel that you're you could be there, like they could be tell my story right now. Or when you listen to a music and this song like really represents your life, and then you say, oh my god, this will be the song for my wedding. I don't know, because this, it's so part of me that I need to show people that I can connect with it. So if you can create art with an essence that with your message, every time that you attract people, you can attract people with this vibe that they want to be part of that. And this is the good traffic. This is the people that can become your clients at some point. These people will invest on you. These people will want to be part of what you're changing in the world. If they agree with you, oh, you were changing the world in this direction, oh my god, I also believe in this, I also want to change the world in this direction, and they want to be part of that. And my example of Spice Girls, that's exactly how I connect with them. They want to change the world to be like okay for a girl to wear whatever they want or to say whatever they want. So yes, that's the word that I want as well. So we can connect with this, I can feel part of that. And when this happens, the connection is so deep that I start to buy everything. I had all the CDs, I have all the DVDs, I have the clothes. We want to go to the concert, we go and you memorize how's the dancing, everything. And this is the impact that an artist can create in society. A good artist can change how a society develops in the future. A good artist can change our point of view over some topics, can bring up light to something that no one was looking at, or showing a different opinion about something. And you will see that any type of artist that you really love, they change your life as well. So if you have this message, you can change others people life as well. And the people that will connect will be the good traffic that you want. So we talked about how to create an identity based on your message. We talked about how a strong message can give you more visibility and the right type of visibility. And I also want to say that why it is important to have a message even before you start your artwork. And if I'm looking down, it's just because I have my book here to remember everything, because I don't remember things. So, if you want to create an impact on the world, if you see that your purpose of life is to create art, you will see that if you don't focus on this one message, this unique message in the beginning, you will start to talk things that are disconnected with what you really want to say. And this is normal for people that don't do the self knowledge exercise in the beginning. So, in the first step that you should be giving is to understand what you want to say with your work, what you want to change with your work, how you want to see the world in a different way. When you have these words, when you have the feeling that you want to change, you need to put this into words and you translate to a message. And this message should be as simple as a kid can understand. When you start to have this message that everyone can understand, people start to understand why you are different and what you offer that no one else can offer. And all these people will be able to create base foundation to your career as an artist. So you see, if you don't have an identity to start with, it's really hard that you have anything else after. Because if you don't have the foundations, everything that you put on top will just go away. So the first thing is, you know, what you're saying, what your message is. And when you know that, you can create other ideas. So that's why it's so important to have this since the beginning. So I hope you like today's live. I'm starting to have lives on YouTube every Monday. We start actually in Instagram at 3 p.m. Eastern Time every Monday with a topic that people choose in Twitter. I'm sorry, and Instagram. I'm already confusing the platforms. We made a poll, people vote, and that's the topic for next week. I bring all the basic start level ideas in Instagram. And then here I come to develop the more advanced level of the same ideas. So if you want to participate, you are more than welcome to be here with me next Monday at 4 p.m. here in YouTube. And all the things that we're posting here, we are also putting in our group. So read here the comment section below. You will see that we have an exclusive group that you can have access if you want to. Every artist is more than welcome. And there we can share our ideas and discuss about this journey of being a full-time artist. It's a safe place where you want to support you to have knowledge, guidance, and motivation to never give up your talent. Also, I want to invite you to go to beafulltimeartist.com because there I have a full training for free for you to understand the 5 steps that you need to take to become a full-time if you are in a hobby level. So you go from hobby to full-time in 5 simple steps. And spoiler alert, the first one is how you discover your message. So I hope you liked today live, and I see you again next Monday.